everyone, welcome back. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. So today I have an exciting video. I am doing a first impressions of the Physicians Formula BB cream. It's the Argan Wear line and it's the BB cream and it says new on it, and I picked it up at Ulta. I'm going to do a review, I'm going to do a demo, and this is a first impression, so I am going to come back at the end of the day and show you guys what it looks like. I just put the rest of my makeup on, so this is what it looks like at the beginning of the day. Let's just go ahead and skip into the demo. Okay, let's do this. Here is the product and I'm excited about it. Funny story, whenever I went to Ulta to get this, my girlfriend Leslie, Lip Gloss Leslie, I will link her channel below like always, but she was with me, and when we got in the car, she was like, let's open it, because she has the, or she had the bronzer like from this Argan Wear line, and she couldn't stand the way it smelled. I'm not super sensitive to smells, but I was like, I want to smell it. So we opened it up in the car as soon as we got to the parking lot, and she opened it and she squirted it on my hand, and like all that came out was oil. It was so gross. I literally screamed out loud. I was like, ah! You know, like, oh my god! It was so funny. It squirted everywhere. It even got on my phone, girl. So anyway, funny story. So I'm gonna super shake this up. I'm still in my gown. I know, super glamorous, but I'm just getting ready for the day. So this is the first time for me to use this. I am going to apply it with my fingers, a thin layer with my fingers, just so I can see how this layers on my skin or how it works with your fingers. And then I am going to go in with a brush on one side and a beauty blender on one side. Leslie told me that would be a good idea, so I'm taking her advice. Anyway, this is the color light medium, and I only saw light and light medium. Now I saw Samantha Sherman use this in her video, and she used light medium, and it looked good once she blended it out. And I'm figuring, since it's the summer, I'm about to get darker anyways. Okay, I smell the scent. It's kind of like a strong, almost perfumey scent, but I think it smells good. Maybe it's just me. I'm not really sensitive to smells. But for reference, if you are, Leslie says that it has the same smell as the bronzers in this line. So if those bother you, you might not be able to handle this smell. Okay, that went on really easily with my fingers. Sam used her fingers to apply it. She didn't apply a second layer or anything. So there is one very thin layer. It actually really kind of color matched my skin. Oddly enough, when I first put it on, I thought, oh, this is kind of dark. But it looks okay. It looks like skin. It gives me a little bit of more color. It kind of, it definitely doesn't hide my blemishes on that first layer, but it feels good. It feels like a moisturizer. It doesn't feel like I have foundation on at all. So let's go in and put on a small second layer. So I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics. This is their, I believe it's the Heavenly Luxe Foundation Brush. I'll link all these products below. But I'm going to apply it to one side with this brush. So let's see how that works out. When I use a brush, I just kind of stipple it on first and then go in and blend it a little bit better. Actually, I really kind of like this, especially for the summertime, for like a really natural look, natural makeup look. This is really nice. Now, it was $14.99, so that's kind of high price for drugstore stuff, but you know, you can use coupons, and also a lot of times you can get Physicians Formula buy one get one half off if you wanted to wait for it to go on sale. So, and actually that's what I did. I got another Physicians Formula product. So honestly, it pretty much applied the same way as it did with my fingers. So if you're someone who prefers a brush over your fingers, you can use a brush, but your fingers are really good makeup tools also. So let's try it with a damp beauty blender on this side of my face. I do feel like it did kind of build up the coverage a tad bit, but not a ton, but it does build nicely, so that's good to know. And then let's do the beauty blender over here on this side. See, when it first goes on, it looks like it's super, super dark, but once you blend it in, it looks okay. Oops, I went over to the other side. Like I said, it's not concealing that big giant zit in the middle of my forehead, so keep that in mind. But if you're someone who likes to just have a really light coverage, you don't want to look like you have a full face of makeup on every day, especially in summer, you might like this. You can definitely go in and conceal that zit, which is probably what I'll do, to be honest. And I put my hair up because I thought like it would help stay out of my way, but I just recently got bangs, so they're in my way. Oddly enough, I feel like with the beauty blender, I'm getting a little bit better coverage than I am with like a brush or my fingers. So I feel kind of lopsided right now. So I want you to see, this is with the beauty blender and this is with the brush, and then you saw the first layer with just the fingers. But I'm going to blend a little bit over here too, because I feel like this side of my face looks a lot more covered than this side. Anyways, I'm going to finish up my makeup and I'm going to come back really quick just to show you what it looks like with the rest of my face makeup on. I'm not going to wear like a full face of makeup today. I'm just running errands with the kids. So I will be right back. Okay, so I am back with the rest of my makeup on. I love the way this looks after you apply it. After you apply the rest of your makeup, this is the most beautiful, gosh, I don't even know how to explain it. It's BB cream, but it gives you some illumination, a little bitty bit. What does it say it does? Evens out skin, smooths, moisturizes, protects, and conditions. I think the argan oil in it is what's given me kind of that feel of illumination. It does have SPF 30 in it. I forgot to mention that before. The other Physicians products I got, because it was buy one, get one free, I had to get another thing, right? I finally picked up this Physicians Formula Natural Nude. It's like their little highlighting palette type thing, and I did use that as a highlight today. I really just concentrated it up here on the top part, and I like it. So you guys want to know what I'm doing? I am going to PetSmart to buy some crickets for my frogs to eat. So we're gonna run some errands and I will be back at the end of the day. I'm just gonna do one check-in today, so I'll be back at the end of the day to show you guys how this wears. Keep in mind that it is a BB cream. It's not a long-lasting foundation. It doesn't claim to be long-lasting. It doesn't claim to have super full coverage. But in the summer, girl, I love this. It feels super lightweight. So far, I'm in love with it. So I will be back to check in a little bit. I should probably tell you what time it is here. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's actually 1:18. But I've had this on for about 15 or 20 minutes already while I finish up the rest of my makeup. So we're gonna say I put it on at 1 o'clock, and I will come back at the end of the day and show you guys. See you in a little bit. Okay, I am back. It is 9:01. So it has been exactly 8 hours since I applied this BB cream, and I have not touched up anything except for my lipstick. That's it. Which, by the way, in case you're curious, this is, I thought I put Kind of Sexy on, but in the viewfinder it kind of looks like Myth. Yeah, Kind of Sexy. Earlier I had on Kind of Sexy and then I had Myth kind of in the center of my lips. Anyways, I'm here to do the final update of the evening, and I think it looks good after 8 hours, to be quite honest. I do see a little bit in the monitor. I see a little bit of oiliness like in my T-zone, specifically in my forehead area. But honestly, after about the second hour, once this really sunk into my skin, it looked so beautiful. And Brad got home and I was like, oh, I gotta go update my first impressions, and he was like, what are you doing a first impressions on? And I told him, and he was like, well, whatever it is, it looks really good. And I was like, it's a BB cream from the drugstore. And he was like, wow, that looks really good. And he's usually brutally honest. So I think it looks fabulous. It's not a full coverage BB cream, but for the summer, I think it's a medium coverage, honestly, especially with 2 layers like I did. It's a medium coverage, and I just feel like it really looks like skin. It looks super natural all day. I didn't even put a powder over it or anything, so I am mega impressed, you guys. If you can stand the smell doesn't bother me at all. It smells good. That would be the only drawback, and the fact that it's $14.99. But like I said, you can use coupons. You can get buy one get one half off. You can find ways around that for sure. And I definitely even think it's worth the $15. And I will be wearing this a ton this summer because it feels so good. I would say that if you're any lighter than me, I would go with the light. And I didn't see a medium to dark. Now my Ulta might not have carried a medium to dark. They just didn't have it in stock for whatever reason. But I will leave all of the information as far as like how many shades there are in the line and everything like that. That would be another drawback, is if there's not a darker shade than this right here. Because like I said, I'm pretty light to medium as far as tone goes. So anyways, I think this would even work for the more oilier girls. You might have to touch up throughout the day, but if you're oily, you probably have to do that anyways. And I think it's great for dry skin. I have dry patches on the sides of my cheeks right now. It's really driving me crazy, to be honest, but it didn't cling to any dry patches. I feel like that argan oil really helped it look skin-like and healthy and everything like that. So that's my quick review and first impressions. If I do end up changing my mind, I will definitely let you know in this week's Friday favorites. I'll let you know if I'm still loving it throughout the week or if I change my mind for some reason. And I will talk to you very soon. I hope you enjoyed. If you have tried this foundation, let me know in the comments below. I also did upload my Cover Effects custom cover drops foundation demo review type thing, and I will link that below as well. So I will see y'all very, very soon. Bye.